Valley Esports, and welcome back to another night of bracket play. Our very first match coming up is going to be the undefeated Olympians going against the fourth seed Reapers. Will the Olympians hold their undefeated reign and move on to the brackets, or will the Reapers upset them to move on in the winners? With me casting tonight is Panda. Panda, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, Saro?
I'm doing well, quite well. I'm interested to see some of these matches go. I've seen some of the teams play throughout the season. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how they play when it comes down to the wire.
I'm very excited. It's been a little bit since I have casted here. Been a little bit busy, had some life stuff going on, but I'm excited. I'm very happy to be back on the stream and casting here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be good. So what maps do they have set up and ready for us for this first game?
So we have a map number 1 going to be Fortress Hardpoint, moving on to a Hotel S&D and a Hotel Control.
All right. Both teams are strong on both these maps, so it's going to be interesting to see how close this one's end up going. It looks like the guys are ready to go and ready to roll, so I will go ahead and give them the cue that we will get started, and we'll be going into map number 1.
Let's get it.
All right. They actually just did that for me and told me they're ready, so we're going to start it and send it in now. Potentially.
Hopefully.
Oh, I clicked start and I'm not getting the countdown. Well, 1 second check. It wouldn't be, COD without a minor technical difficulty.
Always seems to be that way.
Well, I clicked start and it's not wanting to start the match, so I'm probably going to have to reset the lobby again, so give me 1 second. Because, COD being COD. But, if you're a COD player, we've all been there. Call of Duty definitely loves being a pain when it can be.
Always. Let's hope nobody lags out of this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heard the servers are just not the greatest past few days, but we're going to power through.
All right, chat. They're go ahead and they're getting swapped over to their perspective teams. Just waiting on one person. It looks like he got it over. So let's attempt this number 2. There it goes.
Attempt number 2 works.
All right, here we go. Going in to a hard point on Fortress. Definitely a Reaper's trademark. They like their hard points. And I know the Olympians are fairly good at Fortress as well. Get us sent in here.
Reaper starting off on the bad side. Definitely want to try to break out of this as fast as they can.
And actually, if you look there, you see that the Olympians were, I believe it said 6-0 or 7-0, and the Reapers were 4-3.
Number 4 seed versus the number 1 seed. Opening us up, Penne Pasta with a team kill, finding another one, but does get taken down eventually. Another team kill comes through. Another team kill. Looks like we're having some technical difficulties.
Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to be in the match. once it actually lets me do it. Which apparently, as you can see on my screen, it's not allowing me. So that's great.
This is a good tag for me to chirp in. So Misery has made it to the Bravo semifinals, and our first Bravos loser match has been decided, which will be Pulse versus Night Fangs.
Sweet. And as you can see on my screen, the game died. So we're gonna It's not even letting me escape out of the game. This is wonderful. Alright, let's see here.
Wouldn't be Call of Duty without some sort of issue.
Oh yeah, well, nothing like having to completely close the game. I'm not even sure what even happened there. First, we had the issue of it not wanting to start right away, and then we went from it not wanting to start right away to we go in there, and they apparently had some sort of issue. And then, you know, once we get in there, then we can't close anything, because apparently, you know, start buttons and escape buttons don't work.
Sounds like an amazing time.
Oh, absolutely. He says that my voice was lagging in game chat, but I hosted these last night and I didn't have any issues. I mean, if they would like to host, we can still do that. I just realized that they added cat skins to COD. Alright, I sent you another invite, sir.
Oh, hooray.
Looks like they're resetting the lobby as well. If this keeps up, then it was not me. It's the game.
Just doesn't want you to win today.
No, apparently not. Looks like we have a
I
prediction
definitely can't
here
host.
in chat with almost all the prediction going in favor of Olympians.
I definitely won't be able to host. I'm West Coast. So if everyone wants to run 100 ping, that's fine with me.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Anxiety is from the EU, so he would be
Like 200.
200. You guys are free to start it whenever. I was ready to go into that. All right, so attempt number 3.
Third time's the charm.
usually.
Knock on wood.
Yes. All right, and here we go. And it seems like they're doing okay, so maybe it was my stuff.
I think we're good here. Nurge starting us off. First blood there onto Penne Pasta. Trying to maybe break through and flip these spawns out. Original time going on the side of the Reapers. Jaden trying to disrupt that, trying to find something. Does get the first pick on the point, but the spawns are coming in for the side of Reapers towards that P2. Something that you definitely want to try to do early. Anxiety trying to flip that, actually playing in the back slowly but surely.
And Burley and Penn end up coming through the back side on Nerg and pairing them off of that P2, opening that back up. But it looks like they have two more rotating that way to try to reclaim the spawn and the P2 point. He just picks up Penn.
Big win. Is he going to be able to read Burley here? Oh, Jaden's going to push in. Jaden wins the big gunfight, opens up the point for his team. Able to hold this down, try to reclaim the lead. Burley with another big win, keeping him off the flank as well. Kenny, what is he going to be able to do here? Cannot win the gunfight. Penne Pasta with a huge win. So Olympians looking strong here on this P2, trying to hold it down, but 3 down, and now we've flipped on our heads. Burley breaking in, finding one, trying to find the second. Help from Anxiety there. Already Nerg is completely rotated. Anxiety's not going to be able to read this. Jaden does shoot him in the back. Hubert got to try to win this gunfight for his team. Jaden has got to play his life. Able to do so far. Does get pinched. Kenny with a big win. And Burley. Oh, he's all alone. There's not much he can do. Rotations in favor of Reapers.
They definitely need to capitalize on as much time here to get themselves back in. The Olympians held most of E2, giving them a 40-point lead. Now the Reapers are looking to close that gap a little bit.
They're not reading the spawns in this situation.
Udiv's got nailed by a grenade there on point. He does have 2 Olympians right in front of him, though. He's going to need some assistance. He gets one,
Olympians.
but Penne does pick him up to pull him off the point. And now the Reapers
Big
are
wins
starting
there.
to spawn out as the spawns have flipped.
Reapers in a more favorable position for this P4. Hubert with a big win, but does not find Verley. Verley, he could be the disruptor here. He's got to try to play his life, wait for his team. Udiv, though, finding one on the flank. Doesn't take out the second. Another big win from Verley. Hubert gets the help from his team. Now Reapers once again getting the control, but Verley's trying to disrupt it. Coming on the flank, able to find a second, but Nurge does get the kill. Trying to keep it here, but Penne Pasta once again finding another kill. Starting off very hot, 9-7, does earn himself a streak. And the time in favor of Olympians. Anxiety looking for a third, can't find it. He is 9-4 at the moment, looking very strong as Olympians. They're taking this map away. It feels like they're much more dominant on this first rotation.
Yeah, the Reapers have done a good job of breaking the points and even getting rotations. Just the Olympians are doing a great job of peeling them off.
The breaking ability for the side of Olympians just feels so much stronger. And even the rotation now, Verley is just everywhere on the map. He's getting the third, able to get huge kills. Udiv, last player alive, does not take him down. Nurge has got to play his life. Waiting for his team, waiting for the push. Finally just going to be able to hop onto that time. Jaden finding 2, but does get taken out finally. Penne, though, getting the trades. finding a second, keeping him away from that hill time. Udiv trying to push through maybe, does get naded out. But somehow Olympian's still holding this time. Oh, Penne Pasta is just ripping them to shreds on a 4 spree right now. Going for the 5th, able to find it, keeping that time white, keeping them off, doing his best to really hold his team down. Oh, the flank in there from Kenny. These spawns, though, unfavorable for the side of Olympians. They're spawning in a very unfortunate position, and they've got to try to break out here. Kenny's trying to keep him in, able to win a gunfight. 10 and 13, so not the greatest start from him, but they're in a very favorable position. Verley, though, on the flank, trying to find another one. Does get spotted out. Getting shot from multiple directions. Trying... Oh, he's slippery. He's a slippery little snake. Finding one. Finding the second. Runs out of ammo. Trying to find the third, but his teammates come in for the help. Udiv, oh, does get taken down. And now, all of a sudden, the spawns have flipped. And Olympians, once again, have those favorable spawns, and they have that breaking ability that has just been on display all game. Oh, Verley with a huge 3 to break open the point once again. He has just been lights out everywhere on the map. Trying to find the 4th. Does find it. Gets away with his life as well. Tagged up, 2 HP and a dream, but Kenny does finally take him down. 22 and 15 from him. A great start from their SMG. Reapers. Once again, it feels like they're able to snag all of the original time, but once again, the breaking power from Olympians has just been phenomenal. Right now, Reaper's holding strong, trying to climb back into this game, but just not looking too great. So you got Jaden on the flank, finding 2, going for the 3rd, gets away somehow, reloading, and gets the help from Anxiety, and the rotations trying to come in from Verley, does get away. It feels like they're just playing their lives so much better than Reapers at the moment. They are just able to get away. Nerg, though, finding the kills, finding the rotations, doesn't predict Penne Pasta here. And now Olympians, once again, getting a huge rotation onto P3, and they're just going to be able to hold and try to just get away with this game. They cannot win it off of this, but they can get damn close. Hubert waiting for his team, playing patient. Penny's trying to read it. Kenny with a huge win. A second. Verley trying to wait for his team. Verley once again getting another kill. Hubert does find him, though, on a 3 spree. Snagging this time. No more 100-point club. Getting shot in the back. Verley and a huge wipe there. Oh, Jaden, last man alive. Huge wipe for the side of Reapers. Able to snag this time and play their lives as much as they can. But the nades coming in. Anxiety with a big win. And Olympians grabbing this scrap time. Reapers once again trying to rotate and try to get some time off this P4. Verley does get tagged up, waiting for his squad. Anxiety running around, trying to maybe find a pick here. Nerg did get spotted. Know where he is. That's 2 down for the side of Olympians. Penne's got to try to rips Kenny off of that heady. 2 players left. Reapers. Udiv and Nerg. Got to do something here. Anxiety rushing in. Penne's nade does take him down, but a team kill does come in. Jaden trying to help. Verley does get the trade. And Reapers, they've got to move. 30 seconds on this clock, on this P4. Once again, Olympians cannot win it off of this hill, but they can get close. Kenny trying to break in, trying to not allow them to get any time here, but cannot get the kills. Udiv finding another kill. Nobody positive on the side of Reapers, but they do have some of the scrap time. Anxiety, waiting patiently. Verley, he's just been everywhere on the map. He's so aggressive, and it's paying off. He just knows exactly what to do, where to play. His routes have just been amazing. Kenny does fall. 2 down for Reapers. They've got to move. 30 seconds left for the win. Hubert does get taken down. Jaden with a big win. Doesn't read the spawns. He does get shot in the back. Nerg getting a kill, finding 2. Big wins there, keeping him off that time. Reapers trying to claw their way back in here, but it's a huge deficit. They've got to be absolutely perfect. Oh, Merle's just everywhere. Trying to find another one, trying to find a pick. Oh, finally does get taken down. Hubert with a big win. Jaden finding 2. Udiv finding another. That's 3 down for Reapers. 16 seconds for Olympians to win this match. Jaden finding another. Does get taken down. Hubert finding 2, but does get traded out. Kenny trying to hold them off. Jaden is trying his best to keep them away from the point. 27-18 from him. The rotation, the pinch coming in. Anxiety does get the kill onto Hubert. 2 down for Reapers. 3 down. Udiv, last player alive, does not get any kills. Verley, once again, it feels like we've been talking about him all day. 2 down. Kenny does get a kill there, but does get taken out. Udiv has got to move. 4 seconds on the clock, and nobody is close enough for the side of Reapers. Map number 1 going in favor of Olympians.
And just like that, folks, you see the Olympians take the hard point 250 to 167, putting them up 1-0 in the map count as we go into a hotel S&D. The Reapers wish to keep themselves alive in this bracket. They're going to have to take this S&D and go on to map number 3.
There's a big win from Olympians to keep themselves afloat here. But I feel like Verley was just the man who was making everything happen for them. It felt like he was just playing routes, just being so aggressive, throwing himself at the team and winning every single gunfight that came his way. And it showed off in the scoreboard and in the map count.
Yeah, absolutely. Verley was definitely showing out for his team. Anxiety had quite a few kills. And it seemed like the Reapers, they managed to get rotations well. They managed to even break in once or twice. The issue is they just didn't have the coordination to keep the Olympians at bay and keep them from essentially snatching the point back once they've acquired it.
Yeah, it felt like Reapers, once again, as you said, the rotations did come in almost every single time. It felt like they won 4 out of 5 rotations per hardpoint, but the slaying ability, the break ability from Olympians was just on point today, and they were able to just edge their way through and win them the map.
Yeah, absolutely. We did see a slight comeback start coming into play of the Reapers. But the issue that they just had is their rev up just came a little bit too late in the map, and by the time they started getting that transition going, they just didn't have enough time on the side of Olympians to make too much of a difference.
Yeah, it definitely felt like the guns were blazing for Olympians. Reapers, nobody positive on their team. Definitely needed a little bit more out of them if they wanted to be able to stay in that map. Olympians showing off why they are the number 1 seed here and trying to move on to the winners bracket round number 2.
Looks like they're doing a quick host transition and lobby reset. So we'll give them a few seconds to get that all set up and taken care of.
Also, apologies for the mess in my apartment, folks. I am in the process of moving to a new apartment, so it's a little bit disorganized in here at the moment.
Looks like they are still in the process of transitioning. And it looks like they're setting it up now.
Fantastic. I'm ready to see some guns get shot.
Yes, it's always good when we start getting into the action. It looks like they've now handed the host over to the Olympians for this map number 2. Now, with how smart the Reapers played on the rotations, as long as they can make their ones count, we could potentially see the Reapers take this S&D, but they're going to need to essentially play their lives and make sure that, each man, whatever he chooses to do, benefits the team, and you don't have anyone kind of going wild off the chain and putting yourself down and on man count. If they can play smart like that, play bomb, play objective, they could potentially come out on top here. But if they go into a head-to-head guns blazing battle with the Olympians, I would have to give the edge to the Olympians, and they could close out here 2-0. But we'll see once they get into here. I know the Reapers play S&D pretty well. Um, with that being said, if they do, going into the control, it's going to be a coin flip. I mean, it's objective and slaying. I think that if the Reapers could capitalize on getting to the point, getting 4 down, and doing quick captures, they could potentially take the control. But if it came down to life counts, I feel like there's a good chance that the Olympians could potentially bleed them if we got that point.
I agree. And Search and Destroy is such a heavy team-based game mode. I'm kind of curious to see how they move in this map. We kind of saw how Verley was playing so aggressive, so ratty, just in your face, moving everywhere. I'm curious to see how that will translate into the Search and Destroy. If he does overheat a little bit, it could cost the Olympians the map, but playing that way could also benefit them, but we'll just have to see. As you said, Reapers definitely a solid S&D team, but they've got to play together. They got to play for their picks, and they just can't throw their lives away. They got to be able to play it very efficiently, just how Olympians were in that hard point. It felt like they were unkillable, untradeable, because they were just get a kill, boom, they were away. They were gone. They're on the entire other side of the map, and then they were shooting you in your back because they just knew how to play, and they just knew exactly where to position themselves.
Yeah, no, definitely. By looking at how that game went, it definitely, seems like the Olympians potentially had maybe a little more comms going and getting everything done. And it looks like they are getting us set up, so we are going to be going into the S&D now on Hotel.
Exciting. Olympians starting off on the attacking side. Curious to see which way they take this bomb. It looks like Kenny right now does pull out a sniper as well.
It's actually the Olympians who have the bomb. Penne Pasta picked it up, and it looks like they are going after A, but they are still kind of split to give themselves the option to rotate.
Oh,
Kenny
beautiful
picks up
snipe.
Anxiety there with the but
Finding the
just
second.
Gets Penne as well as he comes around that D2 heady.
Oh, Kenny starting us off hot with that sniper, ripping him off of that Godheady, and all of a sudden Olympians put on their backs in a 2v4, spread out as well. Jaden and Verley, the two SMGs for the team, trying to maybe find their picks. They know where Nerg is. Jaden is just patiently waiting, playing so smart here. Nerg, does he hear him? Verley able to find one onto Hubert, gets away. Jaden finding the second, so all of a sudden in a 2v2. Kenny with that sniper out. They know where Verley is now. He threw some shots down, but the pinch coming in from Jaden could work out in their favor. Udiv getting the kill onto Verley. Deddy is popped. Kenny doesn't know where he is. Deddy reset now. Udiv playing his life. Getting away. Does he know where he is? Oh, he definitely spotted him. Jaden, not enough time to get this bomb down. He's got to go for the kill, and Udiv is just going to run away and play his life. Got a little bit mixy at the end, but Reapers taking round number 1.
And that's definitely, something the Reapers are really good at. The Reapers do have pretty good discipline when it comes to not ego chowing that last man to try to get for the kill. They're willing to play their life to secure the round and move forward, than to potentially accidentally throw it away.
S&D wins you championships, and that discipline will also win you those championships. A very, very smart play from UDIV. So now on the attack, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and throw this bomb towards A, trying to get some control. Shots coming in, tacks, nades, trying to find some information. UDIV trying to maybe get this bomb down. Nade coming in. They know where Penne Pasta is, I believe. Kenny with the snipe onto Penne Pasta. Does get the pick. Anxiety trying to find him. Does get taken out. So once again, left to Verley and Jaden. And Verley does get taken down. Jaden, last man up. 2-0 from him. He's got to try to clutch up a 1v4. Stomping around, trying to find the first pick. Does get the kill. Gets away with his life. Not enough time. I don't believe he will be able to get this defused. Too many players on the map. Just going to try to maybe find a pick, but does get taken down. Reapers coming out swinging in this map number 2. Up 2-0 now. And Kenny starting us off with a first blood twice in a row with that sniper. So far has been the X factor early on in this S&D, and we'll see if that continues to carry over or if somebody else will step it up on the side of Olympians to maybe give Jaden a little bit of help. Penne Pasta and Anxiety, first 2 rounds already have gotten picked both times. Have not found a kill yet, and it looks like they're just going to go ahead and take this bomb towards B and maybe just try to get it down for free. Hubert, though, maybe trying to disrupt this. Here's the stomping. Stun check comes in. Oh, he's going to get taken out. Anxiety with a beautiful play. And Verley getting aggressive. Does get the kill. So now 2v4 for Reapers. Kenny's got to maybe try to find somebody in the back here. Anxiety does find him. So 1v4 now. UDIV got to move. Does have the dead silence, but will he use it? We will not. Verley will take him down. Getting around on the board. Olympians 2-1.
Yeah, Olympians definitely picked up the pace a little bit more there, played a little bit more aggressive, made some picks that, played to their favor. And now we are looking at a 2-1 in this S&D. See whether or not the Olympians can stop the Reapers here, or if the Reapers will respond with another round of their own.
Yeah, the strong start from the Reapers. Olympians responding in kind. But as of right now, Verley trying to get a kill here. Oh, it looks like he's wanting to chow this, but it looks like he's just going to try to play patient. Bomb does not go down. Now it looks like we're just in a stalemate at the moment. Everyone's just kind of just relaxing, chilling. Anxiety maybe on the flank could do some damage here.
And
Penne though.
Peek as he hears the bomb go down.
Yeah, an unfortunate bomb is on top of A. Penne knows where it is. Kenny maybe trying to get the peek. Does get taken down. Penne Pasta with a second on the round. A third player down. 1v4. Nerg. There's not much hope at the moment. Maybe finds a pick here onto Anxiety. Anxiety, though, gets the kill. And Olympians responding, tied up 2-2 now. Some beautiful plays there. Anxiety and Penne Pasta finally getting on the board. Need your ARs to fry on this map. It's a very AR-heavy map. They've got to get going, and they finally are on the board. Anxiety on a 4 spree, maybe trying to play for that streak as well.
they definitely have picked it up on the side of the Olympians before. Jaden was the only one that had a significant amount of kills, being 2-1, and now you see Anxiety Verley and Penne putting in the effort on their side. Now we just, on the Reapers, need to see Udivs and Hubert make some plays of their own, and we should have a consistent back and forth battle.
Stun checks coming in. Hubert playing in that little Kismet spot. Tagged up by the nade. Oh, does get taken out. Anxiety with a beautiful blood. One off of the streak now. That could be huge, and that could swing the momentum in their favor. Nerg waiting patiently. Anxiety shooting him. Throwing some shots down. No streak for you. Nerg with a beautiful kill. 1v3 now. Jaden, last player alive. The bomb is down in a very awkward position. Goes ahead and just wastes his nade and his stun, making so much noise here. They should know where he's coming from. He is just stomping around on the map. Nerg knows where he's coming. Lays down. Oh, but Jaden turns on him. Trying to maybe find another player, waiting for the trade, but doesn't come in. And now Udiv and Kenny just kind of playing separated here, trying to play for their lives. Jaden maybe trying to find one, trying to turn onto somebody. Does not end up in his favor. Reapers win off of the time. So Reapers, once again, showing off their discipline, not ego-chowing, not throwing their lives away, just playing patient, playing together, and really just playing for the time, which always ends up in their favor. The discipline is showing very heavily. Bomb does need to go down, though. Udiv just playing very slow. Jaden, though, slow peek. Hubert is going to get the blood. No, Jaden gets away with his life. So now backed up 3v4. Kenny with another snipe. So far, he's got 4 on the game. Deadly in his hands. 3v3 now. Patience from both sides. You could hear a pin drop in this map. Check coming in. Kenny, is he going to spot him? He does, but Penne getting the tags in. Jaden getting aggressive. Finds the kill. Bomb now down in a very awkward position. Reapers, they've got to move. Penne with the reposition. So you can get the timing onto Kenny. 15 seconds left. They've got to move. They've got to try to do something. Nerg, dead silence almost out. Does get cut out by Jaden. Last player alive, Kenny, does get taken out. Olympians tying it up.
Like I said, if they were able to get these things taken care of, we're going to have a very back and forth match. That's exactly what we have going on as each team goes up, 2 rounds to the Reapers, then back 2 rounds to the Olympians, and here we go with them each taking another one, tying it up 3-3. This could go to a round 11 in this S&D, which could either make the Reapers and carry us into map 3, or it could put the nail in the coffin, so to speak, and carry the Olympians on to round 2.
Yeah, I agree. But as of right now, we've only seen 2 bomb plants. Nobody is really going for the bomb plant. Verley getting aggressive, finding the first blood. Trying maybe Penne, finding another. We haven't seen the bomb get planted very much, and I would love to see them try to maybe get a rush plant going here. Maybe make Olympians try to regain and throw their lives away. Kenny does find a snipe down in that bottom bed. So left in a 2v3 now. Penne, looks like they're just maybe going to try to wrap this bomb towards B. Hubert does barely miss him. Gets away. Bomb is going to go down towards B. Hubert might get unfortunate timing here. He does. Jaden one off of that streak now. Could be the tide changer in this game. But Kenny trying to hit the snipe. Verley with another blood on the round. An Olympians going up 4-3.
I believe that also makes it the first time the Olympians has taken the lead in this S&D.
Yes, it has. And once again, as I mentioned earlier, I would just love to see the Reapers maybe try to get this bomb down fast and make Olympians try to regain onto the bomb site. They can play together, play for their trades. They definitely should be able to take the round. Verley in a great position here. Udiv doesn't check his corners. Verley shooting, trying to get another one. Does get the second. Kenny taken down. 3 down now for Reapers. Hubert, last man alive. Got to try to do something. 1v4 situation for him. Gets the stun check. Penny running. Does he see Hubert? Hubert tags him up. 1 in 6. Could put him up closer to positive. Flank coming in from Verley. Oh my goodness! Just rips his head off. He's gonna try to get the bomb down. Anxiety checking, trying to find him. Tagged up, both players. Hubert. Oh my goodness! It's ring around the rosy. Finally does get taken down. And Olympians on 1 map away, or 1 round away, sorry, from taking this game.
I mean, they're technically 1 map away, too. If they take this map, then they win the best of 3. So you're right
Yes.
either way.
Oh, I said on instead of 1.
Oh,
My brain was not. My brain was a little bit slow in the situation. A little bit slow to the calling.
Yeah, Udis and Hubert as the SMDGs are definitely struggling in this S&D, which usually with good pushes is usually SMG favorable, but they are just having a hard time. And then if you look over to the Olympian side, each one of their players is making their kills count. They're making plays, which is just allowing the team to play good all together. So the Reapers do need to come together as a team and start making some plays happen. As I say that, Verley does pick off another one at the third. Pin
Oh my goodness.
Udivs. And Verley gets Kenny, leaving Hubert the last alive, and he is currently caught up. He did get Verley though, but he is 1 on 3, and bomb is going down on A.
Bomb is down. 1v4 situation for Hubert. 3 players left. Anxiety. He might have gotten the sound cue, and he does get the kill and whims them the map. Some knives towards his body. Olympians move on in our winner's bracket.
And just like that, the Olympians take the S&D 6-3 and will be moving on to winners round 2. The Reapers will be going down to the losers bracket. They still have a chance to make the run and come back and potentially meet the Olympians again for a potential revenge. But only time will tell.
Yes. Something I did notice there. All of the first bloods for each team really went in favor of the winning team. So 3 first bloods for the side of Reapers. They were able to win those 3 rounds, but it all came down to the first pick and the regain after that, and Reapers just weren't strong enough in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, when it came to the sides of Olympians getting first blood, usually when it comes to them going against the Reapers, they didn't just get 1. We usually saw 1 and 2 go down at the same time, making it a 4v2. And a couple of those rounds, we saw the third quickly follow, leaving it a 1v4 on, I think, at least 2 of those rounds.
Yeah. Quite a few times it felt like there was 1v4s, 1v3s for players to clutch, and it just never really happened. They just kind of threw their lives away. After the first blood, there was really just no regain, no regrouping for the side of the Reapers. Something that they really got to try to work on is just, even after being first blooded, they got to be able to work together, play off of each other well, and find those picks to maybe win themselves a round.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with that lovely win, we do actively have Night Things versus BW Pulse loser bracket MF1 actively going on. Night Things is 1 up as they are in SND right now. So we will know very, very shortly who Reapers B will be playing.
Oh, all right.
Awesome.
And with that being said, I took a little look at my lovely latency, and even just sitting in the lobby right now, I now know why things were lagging. For some reason, the game has me on 231 latency doing nothing.
Yes, I am at 260 at the moment.
Uh, which is just great.
Uh,
But,
and it's Black Pearl versus Reaper C next.
all right. So, our next game is actually going to be a C division. Yes, Messiah, the first couple rounds are best of threes. The semifinals in winners and also losers will be best of fives, and then the final will be best of fives. But going into this next game, it's actually going to be a C division match. It's going to be the Reaper C going against Black Pearl.
I'm excited to watch it.
See if we can get these teams ready to go, which we'll actually see Nerg play again because Nerg was actually filling in for the B team. He's actually not a B player, he's a C player.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, that kind of probably put the Reapers a little bit out of their element there. They just, unfortunately, they're fourth, didn't realize they were playing all weekend, and decided to go to a lake.
Oh, well, I mean, the lake is pretty lovely. It is very warm outside at the moment, but can't be costing your team like that. Yes, it is a hardpoint S&D control best of 3, by the way. I hope everybody is having a great night and is enjoying their stay watching the Rally Esports bracket play.
And just getting the lobby set up for us to be able to get in with the next teams. Would probably also help if I didn't hit search and destroy. We're not starting off with that. Although, I wouldn't mind seeing another search and destroy match.
I don't know about you. I personally hate watching. Well, I love watching Search and Destroy, but I hate playing it. It's just too slow for me.
I actually prefer search and destroy over the other game modes because I like the fact that if I take someone out, I don't have to worry about them coming back to haunt me because I know where I was.
That is fair. I'm just always in the mindset of run, gun, don't think twice.
That's fair.
Which is kind of surprising considering I play more like a main AR.
Alright, I went ahead and I invited the next perspective teams to get them in here and get set up. And apparently Hubert just joined because I just remembered Hubert is also a C player. So that B match is actually 2 C players, 2 B members against a full B roster.
Oh, wow. They didn't play bad.
No,
Definitely
they
tried to
didn't.
keep their own.
Yeah, I can give the host to you, or we can give it a try. It just depends. I'm back to 33 latency. For some reason, with anxiety and all of them in there, I was at 231, which is why we were having problems.
That's hey Sorrow, can you mute us just for a sec?
All right, chat. While we get this set up real quick, we're gonna go ahead and be right back as we get the rest of the teams in and swap a host. To just bear with us for a minute or two. Like, we are getting the lobby set up. And we got some interesting maps, a little bit different flavor than what we saw before. And it looks like map number 1 is going to be a hardpoint on Mercado. And what do they plan on coming with after that?
We got a hotel search and destroy, and if we make it to it, an El Asilo control.
Kind of always figured that we're going to see that hotel, but it's nice to see a Asilo. Hopefully we can make it to that. These two teams have gone back and forth before, so I would not be surprised if we see all 3 maps.
I'd be very excited to see a third map. And I'm also very interested to see how this Mercado fares out. In my opinion, it's a very rotation-heavy map, and playing off of your teammates, being able to hold those rotations and holding those spawns as well. You don't want to have somebody just kind of flank in and disrupt your entire setup. This entire map is just based off of those rotations. So I'm excited to see which team will be the rotation one first. We did see Hubert and Nerg earlier in the day with those that B team. They were definitely the better team in terms of rotation. So I definitely am excited to see how they fare here.
Yeah, and this map is definitely a team-oriented map. You really don't see too much going towards your ARs, too much towards your SMGs. It definitely requires both. You need your SMGs to kind of keep people off of your ARs, but you also need your ARs to essentially cover those lanes, cover those spawn spots, to allow your SMGs to be able to move throughout the map, because it is very lane heavy and a lot of the lanes are open, so it's easy for subs to get picked off if the ARs aren't doing their jobs. So it'll definitely be quite interesting to see how the setups work, how they get rotations and lock down, and whether we see the Reapers potentially get points and potentially get broken, or whether we see a good strong structure now that we see Nerg and Hubert with their 2 normal teammates in the C division.
I agree. I'm very interested to see how it moves.
With that being said, it looks like they are all set up, so they are good to start it whenever they are, and we'll be going into this Mercado hardpoint.
Looks like we're getting ready here, and we're getting started.
All right, here we go. This is going to be interesting. What predictions do you think you might have for this? I mean, I know you haven't seen Black Pearl really play, but you kind of know a little bit of how the Reapers played, and you know a little bit of how mixy this map can get.
I'm definitely thinking 2-1 Reapers. What do you think, Saro?
I'd say that's pretty fair. When it comes to, I know that we talked about the B team beforehand was, 4-3 going against the first C, who was 6-0. On the other hand, this C team is actually 6-1 for the Reapers, and their Black Pearl is actually in the same spot the B team was, where they're kind of in the middle of the road with a 3-3. So I would say that your prediction is probably not too far off. I wouldn't be able to tell you which maps I think they would take, though.
Yeah, neither will I. I'm hoping that they will be able to take this first map on the side of Reapers, but as of right now, they're holding those spawns, holding those lanes down, doing what they need to do. Hubert does get picked out, Ryuk, with a great kill, but Shane trading him out very quickly. And so far, Reapers getting some of that initial time and also holding that spawns. It's a great start from them. Nerg already on a 4 spree. He has been lights out, keeping him off of this spawn. Does finally get taken down real with a great play there. It looks like he was a little bit AFK at the start, but finally moving here, and it looks like they're finally pushing in, and those spawns do get flipped. So Black Pearl have a chance to maybe grow a lead here.
Nerg
And
getting one and also getting another with a grenade as he takes 2 down, leaving only 1 Black Pearl on the point. And as I say that, he gets ripped off, and the point has fallen to the Reapers.
Yeah, they finally do break in, able to hold down, and Black Pearl spawning towards hedges. They're going to funnel through here, all through one spot. Oh, what a good kill there, Shane. Playing his life, waiting patiently. Nerg looking to support him. 8-1 start from him. He's looking phenomenal, trying to get another one, but Real takes him out. Hubert with the trade. Ryuk does break in all onto El Duende. Duende does get the kill. Reapers taking the lead, and a huge nade there from Shane to keep him away. But now the time being white, Atlas just pre-aiming, waiting, and the rotations for Black Pearl do come in. They're waiting patiently here in 10. Real does get the kill. Some YYs as well, making Kenny very happy. Hubert finding another one, but Real takes him down. Shane breaking into the point. She's got one more player to deal with. Cannot take him down. Black Pearl on top here in this 10 hardpoint.
Nerg gets 2, but doesn't see Real there to the left, but gets traded by Shane. Little
The
Rooster
spawn
picks
coming
up
in.
El Duende, picks up another one in Shane top as he clears out mid. So you have the mid pressure coming in, and still one on point, so the Reapers are there. But as I say that, there is only one Reaper left against 3. He manages to get one in Real.
Nerg trying to break in. Shoulder peek comes through. Slides under the bullets. One more up top he's got to deal with. Jumps in. Atlas. Oh, does get taken down. Rooster, though, taking down Shane, so the reinforcements no longer there for Nerg, but they're just going to give him that scrap time and try to rotate here. Duende finding a kill. Ryuk does get the kill onto Ali. Looking around, patiently waiting, trying to find those players. Shane, only man on the point. Duende trying to play in the back there, finding 2. Beautiful shots from him. Trying to hold down this back alley, trying to find the third. Can't do it. Rooster, beautiful kill, beautiful shots there. Real. Going to try to break in here. Hubert there for the help with Shane. Rooster, does get taken down. Shane with a 3-piece on the hill. Duende getting the 4th.
And
That's a 4. That's a clean 4 down. Reapers holding this hill and taking the lead. My apologies.
Yeah, absolutely. This game you definitely see is more in their element. You can definitely see that there was a little bit of a skill struggle when they were playing and filling for their B team. They're playing with their original 4. I'm sure the comp are probably crispy, and they are definitely playing to their potential compared to earlier.
Yeah, they're definitely playing much better here. You can see Nurk 12-6, Hubert 7-9, has some decent hill time as well as they just broke that 100 points. And oh my goodness, Nurg is just everywhere for them. Does finally get taken down Atlas. Beautiful shots onto him, but Hubert does get the trade. Shane finding another one. That's 2 down for Black Pearl. 3 down now. They're just, oh my goodness, they're getting outslain everywhere that they go. There's not much they can do. 4-10 from Atlas. It's just, does get taken down as well. 10-5, Duende, beautiful shots, and they are set up. Reapers looking to extend their lead even more here.
Rooster does manage to pick El Duende off the mid push. Real gets Hubert. Shane Top trades Real out, but Rooster gets Shane Top. But Nerg is there to pick up another trade, getting Rooster out, but then gets traded himself by Rick. And the point is closing out in the hands of Black Pearl. And it looks like they also have control of top house as well. But the Reapers are making a move to take it back.
Oh my goodness.
Duende killing Shane Top, but also getting Atlas. Hubert gets Real, and the Reapers have taken over this point.
Hubert, he's so cracked out right now. He's shooting at his own teammates. He is really trying to win this game. He is absolutely locked in at the moment. All Black Pearl just trying to funnel through this back alley, try to maybe break in. No trophies down on the point, so they've got a chance here. Throwing some nades, throwing some tacks. Ryuk getting a kill. Duende finding a trade, though. Trying to maybe break in here. Real traded out. Hubert getting 2. Oh, he's the last man alive. Ryuk's got to maybe try to find the pick here. They're down by 80 points going into this P7. Does get the kill, and now they're able to hold some scrap time as we see the rotations coming in towards this P7.
And the Reapers are currently setting themselves up. You have one watching garbage, one watching back alley for the rotation from the previous point. And El Duende does pick up Atlas down that alleyway. They do have one in lockers, which seems to be Rooster. But as I say that, El Duende picks him up as well, and they are maintaining this point. Shane with Real there.
Some beautiful shots there from Shane. He doesn't hear him behind him. He finds one. Is he going to get taken out in the back? He does. Unfortunately, he does not kill Rooster in time. Rooster trying to find Duende here. Duende, he's playing so patient. Able to help his teammate out on point, Nerg. He is in a great position at the moment. Finding those players down middle. And Reapers, it feels like they're just so dominant at the moment. They're winning all of their gunfights. Not a single player negative on their team. Duende hasn't even reached 10 deaths at the moment. Atlas as well, 6-16. He is starting off very slow And as I said that, just snapping onto Shane, getting the kill, and contesting for this last few seconds. Reapers, they technically can win it off of that next hill, but they've also got to try to rotate just in case. P1 on Mercado is very, very mixy, and you never really see much time get taken off of it. Spawns in favor of Black Pearl once again towards P2. And Ryuk trying to keep his team in this. He is flying everywhere. He has all of their hill time tied for most kills on his team. He's doing everything he can for them. Hubert knows that they can't win it here, and he's trying to push through. Maybe trying to find the spawn flip real. He's there for the kill. No, he's going to get taken down. Atlas looking for the trade. Does get taken down. That's 3 down for Black Pearl, and the spawns have flipped. Rooster trying to play his life, finding 2, but does get taken down in the end. And Black Pearl trying to just keep this time. Maybe try to flip through here, Ryuk. He's maybe going to try to find something here. Does get taken down, though. El Duende, he is on a tear. 21-10 from him. And these spawns in favor of Reapers. Once again, it feels like they're just everywhere. Those rotations coming in, that breaking ability is beautiful as well. And they are up massive here. And it's showing even in their KDs. Shane getting another one on a 3 spree, trying to find Atlas here. Atlas doesn't check his corners properly. Does get taken down. Ryuk trying to find the trade. He's going to be able to. Oh, does slip by. But Shane, once again, on a 5 spree, trying to find the 6th. Cannot. And that's 20 seconds to the win. Reapers, it's looking like it's going to be a map number 1 win from them.
Oh, Duende holding that back door does pick up one in that back alley. Or I'm sorry, he's holding the back plat.
Oh my goodness. And it looks like it's going to be a Reapers win, a full team wipe. And there we go. Map number 1, Reapers taking it after their B team did lose the first game. Nerg and Hubert looking for their revenge here and winning that map number 1.
You see Duende picking up 1 and then picking up 2 here. He had several 2 pieces throughout the game. Ends up with only 10 deaths being his give out to his 25 kills. Definitely a great game for him on that map.
23 untraded as well. 2 players on their team got streaks, but 23 out of 25 kills were untraded kills. That is phenomenal. He was frying them left and right.
Yeah, no, that was
Only
definitely a great game for them. He played his point well, as you see. He held different spots as an AR, covering it for his SMGs to kind of get mixy and hold hill. And he just had great lane coverage.
Hubert, only player that didn't eclipse 20 kills, but he had the most hill time in the game with 20 seconds, being that little hill kitten that they needed. And it worked out in the end, able to really dominantly win that map number 1. And now we're going to be seeing a hotel S&D, and hopefully they can continue that momentum over into a map number 2 and possibly win them this first round matchup.
Now, I will say that ABS Black Pearl and ABS as an org as a whole are definitely an S&D team. So if they were going to take a map from the Reapers, this would be the map I would expect them to take.
Hopefully they do, and hopefully we could see a map number 3, because that would be very exciting. And a Silo Control, I feel like that one's always just so mixy. It's so back and forth, in my personal opinion. You can break in to a point, you can spawn trap them on either side, but it feels like most of the time defense wins on that map, but you can always have those forward players go down and you're able to hop onto the point and secure the victory for your team. But
no, I mean, definitely. And the other thing that some teams don't realize, that if you have someone that goes that top catwalk and sit behind that, I'm assuming it's like a little food cart there on the catwalk there to the left. If your team pushes B and pulls them off B, they'll force them to spawn the A side, where you can actually hold that heady and essentially spawn trap them between that point and back party.
Yeah, I
really easy to pull.
I love sitting on that little... sitting on the party area, just forcing their spawns out to the back left, just kind of sitting there, just ripping them off as I sit on that heady. It's always a lot of fun to do that.
While we're waiting for this transition, a little update from our one and only Tiff. She put that the Night Fangs and Pulse right now in the loser bracket are currently 1-1 in control, which means I'm assuming Pulse took the S&D from them since Night Fangs took the hard point. So they are currently in their third map, and it looks like it's going to be a tight one.
That's an exciting matchup. It's the same Knife Fangs I'm thinking of. That's a very exciting matchup there.
The Night Fangs team that's currently playing on that one is D-Day, Immortal, Quaza, and I believe Shroud, although Shroud changed his name and I can't remember what it is now. But that is
Yep, that's the exact same team I'm thinking of. They're also playing in the ZGL. So,
yes, Immortal's team is playing in the ZGL along with our Rally Royals team as well.
yes. I also have a couple of teams in there.
Looks like they're just doing a host swap real quick.
Hotel Search and Destroy. Who do you favor more in this matchup?
Well, see, it's hard because I know in this matchup, since Kenny's not on this team, Nerg usually will pull out the sniper, and I know that Nerg is also a fairly good sniper, similar to Kenny. And so if they play as a squad, similar to how the Reapers played in their previous match in that B, it could be a dangerous game for Black Pearl. But I also know that Black Pearl comes from ABS. ABS was a bunch of S&D kids that decided they wanted to start playing comp. So S&D is kind of their strong suit. It's what they are used to playing. It's not what they adapted to. Most kids that play competitive, they usually start with a respawn background and then they teach themselves strats for S&D. This team kind of did it the opposite. They knew the strats for S&D. They played S&D a lot. Now they're teaching themselves rotations. They're teaching themselves, spawn points. So this one has got to be interesting. I'm going to say no matter which team wins, I think it's going to come down to being back and forth. I think it's going to come down to potentially 10 rounds, if not all 11.
Yeah, and I mean, most players, as you know, come from that respawn background, but highlighting a couple of players from even the pro scene, like Nagafen, Neslo, those players coming from those search and destroy backgrounds, and you saw that they usually had decent success within the league because they were able to clutch up in those S&Ds, and as most people say, S&Ds win you championships. So being able to clutch up and play well in search and destroy, it's honestly very tippable, and it will win you those games, especially in those best of fives when you win even the control or maybe even one respawn. You're able to force that into a game number 5, and then you have the advantage over other teams.
Right. No, absolutely. Most teams that are very, S&D heavy, usually the thing you see them take is the control. You usually see them drop the 2 hard points, but like you said, it puts them in that advantage in that map 5 because they are essentially back into their element with the S&D. Really, the only thing that kind of throws them out of the loop is if it ends up being a poor map choice that they don't like playing. That kind of evens the playing field. But even with bad map, a good S&D team is still a good S&D team.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's the discipline that we saw from them that first match. The first matchup of the day. Sorry, it should carry over here, and if for I don't know what I'm saying. So sorry. Um, Hubert and Nerg from that first match, they played very patient and very smart, and they know how to play S&D. But if Black Pearl is as good at S&D as you say, I definitely think that they'll have much more discipline and be able to really play for their picks and play more together as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we go as we go into Hotel S&D. It looks like the Reapers will have the point, and I just realized they swapped to me, so I apologize, chat. They are on the wrong side. The Black Pearl is actually the Reapers players, and the Reapers players is Black Pearl, because I forgot that they swapped this time, because last time they were stuck bowling back and forth to Cortac, although I believe after this, I think they swap back, so we'll just leave it how it is, and if we make it into a game number 3, then they will be correct again. With that being said, Hubert does go down to Atlas, putting Black Pearl up 4-3 in this S&D. Shane Top pulling a little sneaky maneuver, come around the back of Top Bedroom, picking off Little Rooster.
A great flank there from him. Does get the stun check down onto Atlas. Nade coming in, does not connect. Atlas getting away with his life. And Ryuk coming in. Shane, does he know he's coming here? He does, but he does get to the kill. 2 on the round for him. And all of a sudden, from a 3v4 to a 3v2. And Atlas finding another kill there. So 2v2. Black Pearl have got to try to regain here. Finding Nerg there. Shane, last player alive. Does he hear Atlas? He sees him playing so patient. Getting the kill, real. Last player alive for Black Pearl. Playing secretly. Shane struggling to get up that ladder. He's going to go ahead and check the bomb. Does get the kill, and a round number 1 ace from him ends up giving Reapers the 1-0 advantage here in the search and destroy.
Yeah, Shane definitely pulling his weight, zipping up the strap, saying, don't worry, I'll finish us out here, as he does take all 4 to himself, getting that rally, usually we call it oh, see, so we haven't used it in so long, I can't remember what they actually used to
Raise
call it.
energy ace.
Thank you. Yeah, that raise energy ace. It's been so long since we've had to use it because I can't remember the last time a player actually aced around by themselves, which I'm sure I'll be reminded of that now that I've said that in chat. Blue first map went to Reapers. I believe it was 250 to 117.
Already Black Pearl pushing into that B bomb site. Bomb going down in a 4v2, but Nerg getting a trade. Beautiful plays, playing his life. Got to wait for his teammate Shane. Still on that 4 streak. Playing so patient. Stun check comes in. Stuns himself somehow, which is a very interesting. Not sure how that ends up, but he'll have to try to regain here. Stuns coming in for both teams. Ryuk does get taken down. Shane falls. A possible other ace for Nerg here as he's on 1v2. Cannot find him in time. Black Pearl responding in kind. 1-1 now. Just some beautiful plays from Black Pearl. Sending that bomb towards B. Able to get it down and able to clutch up and get their trades where they needed to really respond to a fantastic ace by Shane in that first round.
That being said, we have been updated in chat. Night Fangs did end up taking the control, moving them on into the next round of the loser bracket, and unfortunately knocking out Pulse from the bracket play, and they will be moving on to face the Reapers B team we just watched live on stream at
Reapers trying to play this bomb towards B. Hubert all alone. He's got a couple of ARs holding up above him, but he's playing so patient, trying to get this bomb down. Atlas is going to try to trade him out here. Can't get the kill. Nerg finding 1, but Hubert does finally fall. Ryuk getting the kill. Nerg just holding over, playing patient. 3v2 now. Reapers trying to get the kills. So Shane finding another one. Does get traded out. Duende waiting. Nerg does find the kill. Reapers 2-1 now. So much better response there. And so far, we're just trading offenses here in the hotel. I'd love to see somebody win a defense, but if it keeps going like this, as you said, I would love to see that round 11.
Like I said, between these two teams, they're both very good offensive teams. So I could see it potentially taking up all 11 rounds because they're going to keep going back and forth. And honestly, I think the winner would come down to who lines up that last offense.
Yeah, I agree. Bomb does get taken down. And Shane finding 2 on the round. 7-2 start from him.
Yeah, he gets one with
he's
the
absolutely
SMG and gets another tag out with his Simtex. It looks like he did see Atlas there, gets tagged a few, but he does manage to get away.
4v2 now. Black Pearl all of a sudden on their backs, trying to maybe find a pick here. Nerg does get tagged up, gets away just barely. Hubert, oh, he could do damage here. Big play. Does he spot Atlas? He does. Gets the kill, and that's all 4 players down. Black Pearl taken out. Reapers up 3-1 now. Unchained getting 3 on the round, finding Rooster there. Rooster trying to get the bomb, but doesn't work in his favor. And we finally did see a defensive win, Sorrow.
We did. That is the first defensive win, but that also, with that defensive win, puts the Reapers up over 2 over the Black Pearl. So they're going to have to take a defense of their own here and then move on to take the next offense to bring it back to being tied. If they allow the Reapers to take this offensive round like they've been taking, then the Reapers will put themselves into a 4-1 positioning and gives them kind of a comfort spot to play a little bit calmer, smoother. And as I say that, Rooster does pick up El Duende.
And you can see a very interesting play from Shane. He has the dead silence popped. Only player over here towards B, all of his teammates over towards A. Quite interesting. He did hear where Real was, but he can't find him. Ryuk getting aggressive. Oh, does get taken out. What a play there from Ryuk. And now all of a sudden in a 2v4, Reapers backs against the wall. They've got to try to clutch up here. And Hubert is going to try to get that clutch by popping that dead silence. Oh, Real does spot him, tags him up. Atlas is he going to be able to get the trade? Does get the trade. All of a sudden 1v4 now. Nerg has got to try to play well here. Dead silence was invested, so he's able to move around the map very silently, but now he is so loud. Real shoulder peek, able to get the kill. No, Nerg kills him there. No time left on the clock. Nerg, he's got to try to find them all, but they're all over towards A. Only 1 player over here. He's not able to find anything. Black Pearl winning off that time. So Black Pearl responding in kind with their own defensive win. And you kind of want to see Hubert and Duende kind of step it up here, both combining for 2 and 7. Not the best start out of them. Black Pearl taking this bomb towards B. Very interesting play, but I'd love to see it. Atlas being that bait man, throwing the stun, trying to find something here. Hubert, only player in here. Nerg coming to help, though. 2v2, and oh my goodness. Black Pearl unable to win that. Atlas and Ryuk taken down, but Rooster finding one of his own. And now, oh my goodness, all of a sudden in a 1v3 with a possible 1v4 for him. He's going to invest that dead silence and maybe try to find a player. Does get the sound cues. Duende does get taken down. Oh, but he does get traded right out. Reapers taking another round, sending us to 4-2 now. And Nerg absolutely showing off why he's a great S&D player. 7-2, carrying over that dominant hardpoint success as well. And he's also 1 off of that streak, so that could be a huge factor here, Sorrow.
Yes, no, he is 1 off of that streak. Nerg and Shane Top kind of carrying this here on their back. On the other side, you have Atlas and Rooster kind of pushing it forward for their team. So I think the real thing that this finishes out can Rooster, as I say that, picks up Hubert. Can the rest of Black Pearl come in to give their team support and counterbalance this kind of 2-man kill, or can they focus fire Nerg and focus fire Shane to make them not a problem on the map?
Yeah, and Shane's already taken care of. Duende and Nerg, only 2 players up for Reapers. A 2v3 situation for them. Rooster tagged up, away with his life. They're just playing so patient. Real knows the bomb is down, and they just will not give up anything here. They're playing so slow. Real, oh, Nerd, is he going to get the kill here? He does ego challenge, but Real, the SMG hipfire saving him there. Duende, only player alive, finding one, trying to find another. Does he see Real? He does. Gets the kill. 1v1 now. 15 seconds to work with. Ryuk. Dead Silence is invested. Rotating around. Not going to see Duende. He sees the leg. Is he going to get the kill? Duende doesn't see him. Tagged up. Oh my goodness. Ryuk with a big clutch there.
Yeah, no, that play to go to the left, giving him that sound cue that he might come mid, popping that Dead Silence to do a reverse push and go back the way you originally were going was definitely a good play on him, allowing them to take that round. Definitely smart COD.
Yeah, don't think he saw his leg peeking out. Might have thought that was a dead body, but Duende, in the end, just decided to go for that bomb plant, and it ended up costing him Real. Dead Silence was a beautiful play, and it ended up getting him the win. Sorry, Ryuk.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think the choice of bomb plant is what gave him a little extra life. Though I think if he would have stayed there, Rook would have came right behind him, and he wouldn't have had a chance there. If he would have managed to drop, played his life, and maybe potentially re-pop up and peek, he could have taken it there.
Oh my goodness!
But Tiny Hubert gets two there of his own.
Hubert, only player in there, trying to hold down the kitchen by himself. A one-man army ends up not working out. Rooster, though, getting two. Oh, kills his own teammate. And now he's got to plant that bomb by himself in a 1v1 instead of a 1v2.
And Rooster and Shane Top both being kill leaders for their teams. It's definitely an interesting one-on-one there. But yeah, I would definitely say he definitely got into it, got a little mixy, and unfortunately decided to take out
no. It looks like Shane accidentally lags out, giving Black Pearl the win there.
Oh, that is quite an issue for them. Unfortunately, when it comes to our rule set, if he lags out, he's going to have to try to come back in.
And the entire team just ended up leaving.
No, actually,
nope. I do see that they got it before the round.
For non-respawns, it would start at the score he lagged out at.
All right, well then, unfortunately, we don't have control, and I believe one of them was the leader, and I don't think they realized what happened. So someone should probably tell them to end it. There they go.
What an unfortunate series of events.
So what's the score? 4-4?
It's 4-4 right now, yep.
Okay, I'll write that down.
And we will transition back to us as that gets set. They're going to reset up this lobby and get things fixed. Definitely an unfortunate turn of events for the Reapers, but luckily it happened at the end of that round and not mid-round or beginning.
I will need an invite into the lobby.
We were corrected. He lagged out when they were 4-3.
Oh, so he was sitting non-moving for that previous round too.
I will need an invite into the game.
Getting you one. There you go.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So currently 4-3.
No, it's still 4-4. Because they did continue. They didn't end. They continued to play that.
Yeah, it is. It is still 4-4 because it was the very end of the round that he lagged.
It. So 4-4.
Well, he technically lagged out 4-3, but they chose to play. I don't know if they just didn't realize that he had lagged out. But it should be interesting. 2 rounds could go either way. Or potentially get to 3 rounds if each team takes one. That has definitely been the premise of this S&D thus far. So like I said, we could easily see a round 11.
Yeah, 1st-2 now. Instead of 1st-6, it's 1st-2. I hope everybody is enjoying their stay at the moment, and they're having a great night. I know I'm having a lot of fun right now. It's been a while since I've casted, especially for Rally. It's been, I think, probably a couple months for Rally, and my first stream and cast was actually yesterday, since the end of the ZGL.
Looks like they are getting people back in here. And we have a nice little bit of crowd as we're sitting at 53 viewers right now, so it's nice to have all the support in here. We appreciate you guys watching this bracket play. For an update
Yeah,
for
thank
those of
you
you
everybody for tuning in.
who may not know, this is our C Division bracket. It is Black Pearl versus the Reapers. And we are getting ready to go into S&D, which is currently tied 4-4. So we are playing a 1st-2 right now after a intermediate lag out.
Looks like somebody had a sniper out for a second, but then decided to put it away.
And we do see the Reapers currently on offense. And I corrected the teams.
Yeah, Reapers tied up 4-4 on the offense now. Got to try to get this bomb down. It looks like Shane already getting aggressive. It's got entire control of couches now. Atlas avoids the stun, so they have no idea he's here.
For those of you who may have missed the previous matches, Nerg and Shane Top were definitely the dominating presence on the side of the Reapers. And for Black Pearl, Little Rooster, and I believe Atlas, they're the ones keeping it together for them. Rio gets Shane there, and we are sitting at 2-on-3. Duende gets Rio, though, for the trade, and we are back to 2-2.
They're tagging up Rooster. Oh, gets tagged up by Atlas. Atlas just going to back up, and they're just going to play patient here. 2v2. Duende and Nerg. Bomb is down by A. They've got to try to snag it and plant it. 25 seconds on the clock. Rooster repositions. Maybe trying to find a player here. Duende's in a great spot. Nobody can find him. Oh, Rooster spots Duende, tags him up, gets away. They just got to play time. Nerg cannot get the bomb down, and that should be a round win for Black Pearl. 5-4, Black Pearl, 1 round away from taking this map.
And if they do take this, we will be going into a control on El Silo. But like I said earlier, if Black Pearl was going to take a map from the Reapers, this would be the one I would expect them to take.
Yeah. As you said earlier, they're definitely a strong S&D team, and it's paying off at the moment. They're 1 round win away from sending us to a map number 3. But Reapers on the defense now, they've got to try to respond in kind and keep themselves in this and maybe actually win themselves the game. Bomb going towards B, or A, sorry, but Black Pearl getting taken down. Ryuk, first blooded. They've got to play very patient here. All of a sudden, now in a 2v4. Not really sure how much they can do in this situation.
Now a 4v1, as Real is the last one, so we might be going to a 5-5 round 11. Like I said, we could easily see.
Oh, hello.
That's just wrong. Sees the barrel sticking out the window. and just slowly creeps over. Oh, hey, how you doing, neighbor? Don't mind me.
Now he's in their spawn, and he's just got to move silently. 35 seconds on the clock. He does have an extra round to work with, but he would prefer to get it done here. Just checking all of his corners.
Bomb is
So
down on A, but unfortunately he did give their side to them, which has the headies overlooking that bomb. So it does put him at a slight disadvantage here with an SMG.
15 seconds. Not a lot of time for him to work with. Shane does get the information. Duende is going to get the kill. Nope. Real does get taken down. Shane taking him out, and we are seeing a round 11 here.
Now this can still go either way, and like I said, I felt like whichever team wound up with that offense is probably going to be the team that takes this. But I could be wrong because we just saw the Reapers keep themselves alive with a defensive round. And it looks like the Reapers are the team with offense and Black Pearl is the team with defense since we are in this swap, and it unfortunately didn't give them the pan out based off of their stats since we had to reset.
No, it's very unfortunate, but they're going to send this over towards B. They really want this, and they are showing it with this rotation. I don't think we've seen them go B very often.
No, they're
in this
very
game.
A heavy team. Shane Top with a nice stun check gets Rook there, and they have the time to get the bomb down and get set up.
Shane holding over him, tagged up, gets away. 4v2 now. Nerg finding another one. The ice in the round 11 could be showing here for the Reapers, but Black Pearl have got to clutch up. They've got to show that they're strong enough to get this done and send us to a map number 3. But Duende finding the third. He has been lights out in this reset.
Rooster does pick up one, but he's only got 20 seconds to try to take out the other 3. And if he gets another one, he's still got 2. He's got into 15 seconds now. He needs to make a play.
Got to move. Got to fly. Hubert trying to play his life, just lays down. Rooster can't find the kill. Duende coming in, does get taken down. Rooster does get killed, and Reapers able to take it in a map number 2, sending them on through the losers bracket.
I will. This one actually is
winners.
Not for losers. This one is the
It is the winner.
winners. So this is round 2 winners actually.
That is my apologies.
No, you're perfectly fine. Confusing on our end. But we will see a Reapers match versus I believe, the Night Fangs team in the losers for B later on, either tonight or potentially Sunday, tomorrow. With that being said, though, the Reapers do come out on top, taking the S&D 6-5 and the Hardpoint 250 to 117, taking this win 2-0 over Black Pearl. But man, was it close, and valiant effort on Rooster as he did manage to take 3. All right, Rally, we are back. Unfortunately, the next game we would have had planned, which would have been Revenge versus Marksman. Marksman have decided to bow out, giving Revenge the win, and they will be moving on into the winners bracket. And that also means that the losers bracket, in which Marksman would have played in, their opponent will also be given the win as they have bowed out of the event. Now, the next game we have coming up for you is going to be another round in the Bravo Championship as we look back at the Olympians coming to play again, but this time they will be going head-to-head with Midnight Misery. And it looks like they are ready to start, so let's go through the maps real quick. What maps do they have for us, Panda?
We have a hotel hardpoint to start us out with. Move on to a Mercado S&D. Then, shockingly enough, another hotel control, a fortress hardpoint, and then to end it all out, a hotel search and destroy.
That's a lot of hotel.
Lots of hotel.
All right. With that being said, we are good to go, and we'll be going into a hard point on Hotel.
I'm excited. We've seen a lot of Hotel today, but doesn't change it. Still Call of Duty.
And this is a semi-final match, best of 5 between seat number 1 and seat number 2. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the loser of this match goes down to face the Night Fangs in the loser bracket for a chance to come back up. I'm sure if I'm wrong, I will be corrected, but I'm pretty sure that's the case.
I don't think you are wrong. Nobody is currently correcting you.
They have to wait on the winners of Night Fangs and Reapers.
Got it.
Gotcha.
All right.
I have been corrected. The loser of this will face the winner of the Night Fangs and Reapers B team.
Void with a beautiful nade to start us off with. Currently, Olympians holding down this original time, and Verley already picking up where he left off earlier in the day, getting 2 big kills to start us off. Olympian getting all of the time that they can at the moment, but Misery just trying to hold for these spawns, trying to play for the P2, and they've really not left their spawn very much. They're just giving Olympian most of this time, and it's working out for the side of Olympians. They have 30 seconds already on the board, and they are trying to push through, and Jaden trying to flank through with his teammate Verley. Those two deadly SMG duo. Penne Pasta is already 40 seconds on the board for him, and he is frying as well. All of Olympian, they're just playing lights out and continuing that dominant hardpoint win that they had earlier in the day. Jaden does take one out. Shifty and Void combining for 2, though. And Olympian, although they have all of this time, it's not looking great. They have players that are so far away, not able to get towards the point. And finally, Misery getting on the board, getting some time here, waiting for their team to give them support. Verley being so aggressive, finding 2, looking for the 3rd. Void finding another one, but that's 3 players down for Misery, and they've got to try to regroup and maybe try to flip these spawns for this P3. And it looks like, oh my goodness, Void finding 2. Jaden responding in kind for 2, gets away with his life. And Verley with the help there. Olympian already on top, 50 points above the side of Misery. But the rotations are mostly in favor of Misery at the moment. We're going to have a 1v1 battle in the back here. Anxiety trying to win it against Zeeth. Does get the kill. And Olympians win this rotation. Misery trying to break here. Zach in the back, waiting. Sorry, not waking up. He is waiting patiently for his team. Oh, 4 players for Misery do fall. And that's a 90-point lead for Olympian. It feels like they are just everywhere on the map. Once again, Verley continuing his absolute dominance in hardpoint. 8-4 at the moment. And once again, all over the map, getting another kill on a 4 spree. He is lights out at the moment on a 5, and he's going for that rotation as well. He is a force to be reckoned with. Sorrow, it's not looking great for Misery at the moment.
No, it is definitely not. For these being the top 2 seeded teams, it is definitely looking a little one-sided in this hard point.
Yeah, it definitely is. Misery finally winning out a rotation and getting maybe some time here as they're looking to finally find Jaden and put him down. But he's being so sneaky. Shifty does get the kill. They're holding strong, blocking all of those spawns, but finally Penne Pasta coming in and getting a big kill. 8-3 from him, finding another, looking to find Zach here. Does take him down. Zeeth breaking in, trying to break in, waiting for his team. Barely makes it through, but Jaden gets the kill. Jaden with another beautiful snap from him. Waiting patiently, trying to find the 3rd. Zach with a big kill, trying to break in. 19-150. This is not something you would expect from the number 1 and number 2 seed. And it is just dominance from Olympian. They are showing that they are the better team, and they are a force to be reckoned with. Trying to rotate over here, Olympian. See, Jaden is waiting patiently for his team. Zach, though, taking out those players on the rotation, getting 2 big kills. Jaden does spot him. Misery finally breaking the 20-point mark. Almost could lose this on the first rotation, which is honestly kind of shocking. You never really see this happen in a match. Misery just not feeling very confident at the moment. Zach, the only person that has eclipsed 10 kills, currently 10 and 11. And they are just getting fried. Shifty, last player alive, trying to win his gunfights, finding one, but in the end does fall. An Olympian. They're going to be able to snag this time, and they're going to be able to try to push towards that 200-point mark. Pede Pasta, oh my goodness. Going for a 3 spree, going for the 4th, cannot find it. Z trying to find another one, but Anxiety takes him down, and they are closing in on 200 points ever so slowly. Rotations are coming in as well. Verley is looking to be that cutoff guy, finding the first, looking for the second. Oh, Jaden finding another one as well. Zach, patient as ever. Shifty as well, looking patiently, waiting. Verley finding some shots down there. They're just over the 200-point mark now. Sorry, this is an absolute slammage in this map number 1.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. It is definitely odd to be seeing this happen right now. I mean, it could be that the Olympians are still fired up, warmed up from their previous map that they go, where this is technically the first map for Misery. But this is definitely a little bit one-sided.
Definitely feels that way. Jaden, he is really locked in right now. He's shooting everything in his sights, shooting his own teammates, shooting the other team. He's 18 and 10. He's firing on all cylinders. Most kills in the lobby at the moment. Olympian just ever so slowly climbing towards a victory. 213 to 61. Finally, it feels like Misery was able to put together some sort of hold on this P6, but the rotations are now finally coming in for Olympian. They're going to be winning all of it, and they're going to have this original time on this P1 on our second rotation. Verley finding Zach. The dead silence was popped, so no more dead silence for him. Boyd trying to find somebody, but the ARs are holding their lanes, holding very strong. Jaden finding another one, eclipsing 20 kills. There's just no way that this is happening at the moment. It just feels like a dominance left and right. Pene Pasta getting another one, finding a third. Oh my goodness. It is just pure dominance from the side of Olympian. Misery just needs to respond and do something. Try to put together some good hills. 13 seconds for the win. It feels like it's almost out of reach. Shifty, though, getting the kill on a Pene Pasta. Another kill comes through for Misery. And they trying their absolute hardest to keep themselves in the game. But Anxiety is getting them ever so closer to this win. They're going to be just 4 seconds away from winning this map. Verley trying to be the X Factor, trying to push in, does get into the time. 3 seconds for the win, trying to find Void, but does get the kill. 3 down for the side of Olympian. Jaden, though, being that guy, 2 down for him. He's going to play his life. He's waiting for his team. He could be the catalyst to this victory. Zach, tagged up, trying to find the kill, stunned. Anxiety, getting a big win, trying to find another player. Zach does fall. Anxiety, cannot find the 4th. And thankfully, Misery finally able to hit 100 points. Feels like they're finally heating up. Jaden getting another one there. Oh my goodness. Misery finally showing some sort of life, getting something on the board. Finally eclipsing 300 or 100 points, but just not enough in the end as Jaden wins it for Olympian. 250 to 110. That was, that was just a slam.
Yeah, no, it definitely was a slam right there. I mean, they did manage to heat up. They just heated up a little bit too late, but this is a best of 5. So if they can manage to take the S&D or control, they can potentially get themselves warmed up and carry it through the rest, and we could potentially see a reverse sweep. But they're going to have to get themselves into this game.
Yes, and just it felt like they finally started heating up towards the end. Those last couple of hills, they're able to chain together some good amount of time, but they just weren't able to heat up fast enough. As you saw, with 3 seconds left on the board, Jaden, all he had to do was find 1 kill, got the time, won them the game. But finally, Misery showing some sort of life, and it's going to be very exciting for the Search and Destroy if they're finally able to heat up a little bit and possibly show some show some oomph in this map number 2.
Yeah, hopefully they definitely do show some oomph. It looks like we were just invited to the new lobby.
Yep, I've gone and joined this. I don't think we ever did the predictions for who you thought was going to win. Who do you think is going to win this?
Well, I'm not going to lie. Before seeing that, I definitely thought it was going to be a little bit closer, given that little bit display of feats. I'm going to say that it's leaning more towards the Olympians. I mean, with the Olympians, Reapers did do most of their damage on them in the S&D. So if they're looking to take a round to kind of, potentially, you know, put on a Neslo, they're going to have to take this S&D. If not, their only option then would be a reverse sweep, taking the control, and then taking the next 2 maps on top of that, which, if I was a betting man, I love the Misery guys to death, but I find that would be really stacked odds.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the heating from the Olympians is just too powerful at the moment. I think they're going to be able to take this in a 3-0 victory. Misery showing a bit of life finally in the end of the map, but I don't know. I think Olympians are they're on fire. They are hitting final form at the moment, and at a good time as well. Just a dominant win over the number 2 seed, something you just never ever see in an actual game.
I have witnessed it on land though.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Against who?
And the Columbus land. Their seed 1 was, I believe, Conwa and Co. And they were going against, if I'm not mistaken, and the winners would have been Cheeto's team. And I'm fairly certain that if it wasn't Cheetos, it may have been Fifi's team. But either one of them, I'm pretty sure they 3-0'd them in that winners final before they
Oh,
went on to the grand final.
Jeez.
So, I have definitely witnessed that. It looks like they're just waiting for Anxiety to get over to his prospective team. I'm pretty sure I swapped them. I did. So we will be good there.
And then after this, you don't have to swap them anymore.
No.
Mercado S&D.
And it looks
Some
like
love it, some hate it.
it's kind of 50-50 for me. I prefer Hardpoint on Mercado over S&D.
I just prefer Hardpoint in general.
That's fair. You are good to start it. And we are going into this S&D on Mercado. Mercado is definitely a love-hate relationship for S&D teams. So even this, I'd have to say, out of S&D, especially strong S&D teams, usually Mercado is the map that they drop.
Typically, Mercado, just such a long-laned map, especially for search and destroy. And especially over that A bomb, all those nades coming in, all those stuns, you have to make sure somebody on your team is running a trophy. Otherwise, you will not, you're not going to survive. That's what it comes down to. You will more than likely die from those nades and those stuns. But we'll see how it goes. Misery starting off on defense. No trophy, so all those, we're going to see those nades and tacks come in pretty heavily. Already Burley opening us up with a first blood for them. Trying to find the second onto Zach. Does get the kill. And already in a 2v4, a 1v4 as Penne finds Z. Void all alone, finding the first blood for his side. Playing so patient here. Anxiety does get the kill. The aggression and the win from Olympian, putting them up 1-0 here. And it just felt like that opening from Verley, his aggressiveness, pushing through, getting the first blood, finding the second at hedges, open up the entire bomb site for them. And it just allowed for his ARs to pick up the scraps, find those couple of kills, and win them that round. Misery now got to try to respond on this defense. Void tried to show some life, but unfortunately did get taken out pretty quickly after that. Trophies are getting placed down now. Verley gonna try to find a player here. Trying to find that first blood. Zach does get away barely with his life. Verley getting so aggressive, but does get taken down. 2v4 now, Olympian. Gonna try to regain this. Penne Paso with a big win. Trying to find the second, knows where Zach is. Sees the shoulder peek, tags him up. Player Void. Oh, does get ripped. 2-2 now.
And Penne does get away with his life. Bomb
Yes,
is
Misery.
down.
Bomb down on A. Zeeth. Maybe trying to find a pick before getting this bomb down. Zach, no idea where these players are. They're just going to rotate over. Penne looking to chow from mid. Oh, it's so patient. Jaden going to invest that dead silence early. Penne trying to win the gunfight. Zeeth with the angle hold. Jaden. Dead silence almost out, my friend. So you got to move. Gives away his positioning. Doesn't check his corners. Zach kills him from behind. Misery tying us up 1-1. And such a great response there from Misery. Just edging their way above Olympian in the second round. But it definitely felt a little bit mixier than the first round from Olympian, where they won it pretty dominantly. Misery, they've got to try to play off each other very well. Olympian, a strong, strong team, and it's got to show the teamwork here.
Do an impression, Bubbles, Trailer Park Boys, redeemed by Nerd Fuso.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've never watched Trailer Park Boys, so that's not a good one.
Bubbles! I love Bubbles. Verley getting a huge two-piece on the bomb side before getting traded out. So he's opened it up mostly for his team. 3v2 now. Misery on the back foot. The repositioning here. Penne, he's going to go ahead and just get this bomb down towards B. Zeeth and Void, though, trying to combine here.
It is 2v2 right now. Penne in kind of a rough spot. Does he choose to go B solo, or does he try to meet up with
Going
his
for the
teammate?
wrap.
He's going for a wrap. He saw
Oh, no!
shots, but
Does get the
Void
kill and away with his life.
Void turns away from him, not thinking about the re-peek.
Oh, no,
Zeeth
Jaden.
does get Jaden, so it is now one-on-one. Zeeth against Penne, both 4-1.
A 2 HP warrior. Gonna invest that dead silence as well. Checking all of his corners. Oh, he might just try to hop. No, he knows. He knows where he's coming from. He's gonna hop the bomb. And he's got to check. Is he gonna check? Oh my goodness, so close. Nade comes in and it kills him. Olympian winning that one 2-1 now for the map count. Or for the round count, not the map count.
I mean, he had plenty of time. Would you say that circumstance of the time where you play for that kill since you know where he's at, or do you attempt to do what he did there and try to defuse?
Personally, I would have stuck that defuse. I mean, not a lot of people would expect you to really stick it. But Penne just playing heads up, lights out there, and just unfortunate from side of Misery.
I mean, it's
Just
also
not able to edge it out.
I guess I can agree with you because most people wouldn't think that someone would have a grenade that late into the round.
Definitely not. And already Olympian getting pushed up, taking control of green, but the bomb is towards the B site. Penne misses a couple shots there. Shifty throws out a stun, getting this bomb down. Zeeth finding Penne. So now 2v3 Misery. Oh, they've got the numbers. They've got the time. Got to try to play this perfect for Olympian. Currently, there's just no eyes on bomb, and nobody is moving here towards the bomb. Zerly trying to be that aggressor, but cannot get the kill. Misery with a big win there, tying it back up 2-2. Just a smart play from Misery. Get that bomb down towards B and just play your angles, play spread out. They watched every single lane that they could come from. Nobody could touch the bomb, and they were able to win their ones and win themselves the round. So now they got to try to clutch up on the defense here and really try to cement themselves over them and try to get the lead back as well. Verly finding the first blood. He's been a first blood machine all game today.
Anxiety picks up Zeeth, really gets shifty, and it is now a 1-on-4 in favor of the Olympians.
Olympians, bomb is going down. Void does not find him. And I just want to point something out real quick. Verly currently has 3 first bloods, and they have 3 round wins. A lot of their map success is coming off of Verly's aggression to get into that bomb site and clear it out, open it up for his team. And he's just been playing lights out, search, in respawn, doesn't matter. He's a phenomenal player. Bomb going towards A. Misery just trying to get themselves back into this match. Anxiety finding the first blood, playing his life as much as he can. Zach in a great position to maybe trade this out. Void shots down, backs up. Anxiety's all alone here. Penne is watching the bomb site though, so no plant can come through. Shifty throwing some shots down, trying to keep him away from the bomb. Verly, holding the angle. Anxiety gets the kill. Zach tagged up, barely gets away. 19 HP, and does get traded out by Verly's nade. So 1v4 Void. He's got to try to clutch up. He's been left in this position before. Not found much success. Finding one. Cannot find the second. An Olympian edging themselves over again. 4-2 now. And once again, as I mentioned in the match earlier, it just feels like the first bloods are what really put these teams above each other. Those being able to put themselves up a life over the other team. It feels like they're just able to really keep themselves above and just wins them the round once they find that first pick. Seems like kind of a slower play here from Olympian. Nobody really pushing up too aggressively. Outside of Verly, who's just a first blood machine. 8-5 now. Gets traded out pretty quickly, though. So left in a 3v3. Olympian, no map control at the moment, but that B site is entirely free, and it looks like Penne is just going to rotate that bomb here and try to get it down for free. Jaden just watching the flank right now. Playing patient. Bomb is going to go down for free on B. Zeeth with the snipe out as well. Is going to get taken out. Jaden finds one. Shifty does get taken out. Anxiety with a nice kill there and earns himself a streak. Zach finding a trade. So 1v3 for him, but cannot find the other. Olympian, 1 round win away from going up 2-0 here. And once again, Verly finding another first blood. That is, I believe, his 4th of the game, more than the entirety of anybody else. He's just playing so smart and just so aggressive here. Misery on their back foot, down 5-2. They've really got to try to push themselves above here. They've got to show that they are a strong S&D team. And they've really got to try to clutch up. Moving over towards A. The entire team is here. Shifty trying to find a pick. Just searching. Sees Penne's shoulder. Calls it out for his team. Zach, maybe. Oh, Penne didn't see him. Rotates away. Bomb going down onto A. And Furley once again finding a first blood. He just knows everything on the map. 3v4, Misery trying to clutch up. Furley finding another. Penne finding the third. And in a 1v4 is Zeeth to try and keep themselves in this game. Anxiety knows where it is. Penne is just going to stick the bomb defuse. You've got to go, and it does not matter. Olympian winning 6-2, going up 2-0 on our series. And Sorrow, this doesn't feel like a matchup between a number 1 and number 2 seed. It's kind of reminding me of the earlier matchup between the number 1 and the number 4 seed.
Yeah, no, it's definitely interesting to see how that played out. I will definitely say that Misery did not bring their A game. Poor shifting the S&D going 1-7. His teammates playing kind of middle of the road. I think it was just the heavy aggression on the side of the Olympians just proving to be slightly too much for Misery to deal with.
Seems like it. Verley, 5 first bloods. It's just throwing himself at them, and they just cannot kill him. He was lights out in the search in the hard point. Now moving on to a hotel control. He's definitely going to carry it over, I feel like, but we'll have to find out if Misery can keep themselves in this game coming in to the control.
Yeah,
in my personal opinion, this is the swing map, as most people call it. It feels like you win this map, you have life, you can keep pushing through, and this is usually where the reverse sweeps start, is in this map. My apologies, I did cut you off there, Saros.
No, you're fine. So I would definitely say that this map is definitely the map that if they want to stay in it, they're going to have to take. But with how dominating the Olympians are going into hardpoint, I feel like even if Misery manages to take this control by some grace, that the Olympians will probably close it out. And worst case scenario, we see a 3-1 in favor of the Olympians.
I agree. I feel like Olympians they're riding their hot foot. They're just too strong at the moment. Such a solid roster, playing lights out everywhere they go. Gunnies are on point. Teamwork is on point. Olympians just looking like the team to really fear in this division. Looks like we're waiting for a few people to go ahead and move over to their respectable teams. And then we'll get started here, folks.
Well, that's always good to see. The boys Zod said there's another org streaming matches right now, but our currently has twice as many viewers.
Awesome. Amazing. We love it.
Looks like we're just waiting for Jaden to join. And I don't need to switch because they're the same.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Thank you all for sticking with us through this. Apologies for the earlier delay.
I was away from my PC. Who just won that last map?
Olympian is up 2-0 now.
Okay. Thank you.
Just waiting for Jaden to switch teams. And then we'll be all good to go. But anyways, while we're waiting, Sarah, how's your evening been? What'd you do today?
I worked a long shift and then came to work some more.
Awesome. Very awesome.
It's all right. I work for a pawn shop, so I get to see and eat things all day.
Oh. Sounds fantastic.
And they are all set now, so they are good to go ahead and start it. And we will be going into a hotel control. Now, I would definitely say on hotel control, B is definitely the harder push, and it feels like teams who push B first and manage to take it, especially with decent lives, tend to be the aggressor teams that usually win those rounds. Where
I agree.
when they push for A, it seems like B is usually more well defended, and it's harder for them to break into capture.
Definitely. Getting that B zone, you can force all those spawns just all the way into Narnia, and the defense just cannot keep up. My personal opinion, I feel like defense here is the one that is the weaker side, just because I've seen so many offenses get one, and plus those spawns just so horrible on either side. Defense just so much harder to win than any other map here. Already starting us out early. Once again, getting a first blood, getting two, getting 3 players down, opening up that A zone for his team, and we should see A completely gone here. Zach trying to help out, but anxiety is there, getting him away, and they are stacking this. It is gone. Misery, just go ahead and go defend B. There's no defending this point at this moment. Penne also getting on the board, finally. Verley, though, 4-1 at the moment. He is continuing just the dominance that he had earlier in the series. Just so clutch and so good at what he does. Already just feels like Misery are on the back foot. The slaying is just not on par with what Olympian can do. Jaden finding Shifty here, gets the kill, 2 down for the side of Misery. Spawns are coming in close though, so they do still have control, but it's slowly slipping as Jaden is snapping onto Brains. Oh my word, getting chased by Zeeth. Zeeth, is he going to be able to get the kill? Jaden is just snapping on them left and right. Oh my word. SMG duo for Olympian are just taking over this map, Sorrow.
Yeah, they are. Just so you guys know, Omni is not
goodness.
Zeeth, that's Panda's co-owner. You guys are jumping at shadows.
Second tick for B coming through, and all the spawns are coming out for Misery. There's no way you can get onto this point. Zeeth does fall, and Olympian take this round number 1 pretty dominantly, too. Yes, Omni is my co-owner, just to let you guys know. So please don't flame him. He's just an idiot. Don't worry. Olympian continuing their absolute dominance in this map number 3. They're just... the slaying ability on point. Penne Pasta literally did not die that entire round. And gets a streak. 2 streaks now for the side of Olympian. Trying to keep themselves afloat. Currently nobody here over at B, though. So they're going to have 3 players to deal with here on the side of Misery. Void finding one, trying to find the second. Penne, though, getting the kill. 7-1 from him. Finally did die. But the first tick at B coming through. Shifty taken down. Jaden finding 2. And B is successfully defended. And only about a minute left on the clock. Penne, once again, just so good, playing so well. Gets taken down finally. B zone kind of open. Jaden with a big kill. Trying to find somebody, looking, searching. Void tagging him up. Zach coming in for the help. And B zone once again decently open, but the crosses are covered. Penne and Anxiety combining for 2, but Penne did get traded out. Zeeth, last player alive, does take somebody out. 2 HP and a dream. He's gonna get traded out by his Verly. Verly cannot touch his foot. Barely misses, and that second tick over at B does come in. 30 seconds left though. Live count 22-14. Misery down on lives. And something I've just noticed, Sorrow. Zach and Shifty are a combined 5 kills. It's not something that you want from your SMGs.
No, absolutely not. Technically, right now, between Jaden and Verly combined, those two players equal up the kills across the whole board of Misery right now.
My goodness, it's just a dominant fest. Jaden and Verly, the SMG duo, just absolutely frying everything in their path. Finally getting some more time on the board, but it feels like it's already just gone. 17-6 on lives. Misery, they are just getting destroyed left and right. Anxiety.
I've seen teams take points with that many lives, but usually on this map, it's B point that they take. They're able to take them down and stack it. A is a little bit trickier because it has so many entrance points.
Definitely. No lives remaining for Misery. 2 lives for them. Zach and Shifty, the last 2 players up. It's not looking good. They have a long trek to go. Anxiety takes down the first one. Shifty taken down. An Olympian winning the second round in this control. And once again, the slaying ability from Olympian, it's just so strong. Feels like Misery can't do anything here. Especially those SMGs. 3 and 15 and 4 and 14 for Zach and Shifty respectively. Just not the greatest map, but not even the greatest map from any of their players. Nobody positive and everybody positive for Olympian. Zeeth trying to hold down this B point by himself. Burley getting the first blood again. The aggression is just everywhere for him. Jaden's just going to go ahead and hop this point, delay the time, keep his team close, keep them together. Zeeth, though, getting 1. Traded out pretty quickly by Verly. Jaden finding a second. Anxiety finding the third. And that should be the A point gone, unless Zach has something to say about it. So patient. Finding somebody. No, Verly takes him down. And that should be the A point gone through. It's not looking great. Jaden finding another kill. They're just lights out. They're everywhere. Map, Olympian. Just so dominant and so good at what they do. Playing together as a team. Rotations come in beautifully. Breaks come in perfectly. And the opening from Zerly as well. He just knows exactly what to do. That's a 4 down for Misery. And that's going to be a stack. Spawns are coming all the way out. Not much they can do here. 3 players on the point. This should be a GG's. Oh, the Anxiety. Verly with the kill. And that should be the B zone coming through unless Void does something here. Nope, that's not going to be enough. B comes through 3-0 for Olympian, and they move on to the finals. Just so well played by them. Feels like they can work off each other so well. Zach and Shifty, just not the greatest map out of the SMGs, but there's not much you can do when Verly and Jaden are running rampant like they were that entire map. 19 untraded from... 19 non-traded from Verly. So strong. and so good.
Yeah, no, definitely a strong push from the Olympians there. And unfortunately, Misery just couldn't get it together. They seemed like they may have been pulling something together there in that first hard point. They started having a couple good rounds in the S&D, but then it just all started falling apart. It went back into the hands of the Olympians, and then the momentum just continued to push forward in their direction.
Yeah, Olympians kept up the pace that they needed to. Verley's aggression is just unmatched in this league. I saw somebody in the chat said, "Is that a Beezy or is that Verley out there?" And I agree. He was just lights out, playing his role perfectly, and it paid off at the end. Able to break into points, teammates pick up the slack, able to get the trades, able to get the picks that they needed, and just like all across the board, it felt like Olympian just were the stronger team no matter what game it was out.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Verley and Jaden being powerhouse subs for them on each map that they played today. I mean, they played their roles, they slayed out. Their ARs played good coverage, giving them room to essentially roam and do what they need to do. And they definitely played as a cohesive unit and definitely capitalized on each map.
I agree. I'm very excited to see how the winners finals goes tomorrow.
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting to play out. We have a couple more winners brackets that will happen tomorrow, and depending on how the brackets permit and how long
You
some
like
of
the
those games
schedule?
take, we will potentially be moving into next weekend for the finals.
Are you ready for the schedule for tomorrow?
I mean, you can go ahead and say it since you can be heard.
All right. So the schedule for tomorrow will start out with Revenge versus Reaper C for the Charlie semifinals. After that, we will either throw the semifinal loser, or the finals loser bracket match on stream, or that one will be completed prior to, and we will do the finals for Charlie. Um, After that, Charlie bracket will be finished, and it's just Bravo left after that.
All right, well, you heard it here. We have some Charlie matches finishing up tomorrow, going into the Charlie's final, and then we will go into next weekend, finishing out and polishing off B. But don't go away after those. We still have one more event that's going to go out and play out for this COD, and we're hoping that we'll go off and start here soon, which will be our A divisions. That's right, the $100 buy-in 1K prize pool of the elite teams playing in that. So look forward for that schedule being posted, and with that being the only division going on, we will have games for it throughout the whole weekend. But with that being said, this is our last map that we had going on for this day. Panda, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you casting. Always nice to
Yeah, of
have you.
course. Thank you for having me. I wish to be out here more as well.
And with that being said, we will end it here. But please do not go anywhere. We would like to raid into a channel, and it would be nice to raid in with 42 members. We like supporting our other casters, especially when they're part of our community. So please stick with us as we do move into that.
I can start raid in 2 seconds.
Okay.
All right, we are going to raid Bearded Shooter, one of our newest affiliate teams on Elite or Exiled Esports. And we are out. Ooh, we raided with 30. Dang.